Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Mythic Ocean. Last time we got to a character, but it seems like it didn't actually checkpoint me there, so why don't we go ahead and head back to that area. Oh wait, we're still in the same zone, we just weren't close to it anymore. Alright, hey buddy, I think you're the party-loving god? The Dionysus of this story, as it were. You look like a weird otter. Ah, that's better. I love being in a big crowd, but sometimes it's nice to take a break too, you know? Oh, I'm Amar, by the way. I've got a game I like to play with people I've just met. You up for it? Oh yeah, also, I just remembered in the first episode, I was like, alright, my choices matter, everything I do matters, it's going to create the new world. Also, I was very mean to that dolphin and insulted it for that guy. But my logic was that I was telling the dolphin what that person said, not actually insulting them myself, but I think that's what it was going for. Maybe. What kind of game? It's pretty simple. I have some fun questions I want to ask you to get to know you better. I'll tell you my thoughts on each one, so you'll get to know me better too. Just answer in the way that fits you best, don't think about it too much. Got it. Great. Now which one should we start with? Does that mean I just influenced him in some way? Ah, okay, I got it. What's something you wish you had more time for? Learning new things and getting work done, definitely. I mean, learning new things, yeah, but getting work done, no. Being with friends and eating good food, Exploring the world and seeing new places, yes. An adventurous answer. I've had many friends who love to travel, but I can't quite relate. There's so much to do in my own backyard, I don't really feel the need to see tons of other places. Plus it's a lot of work. That's fair. So, sea urchins, crabs, or kelp? I think crabs are kinda cute. Cute? I meant for eating, you goof. Though, to be fair, you are correct. Crabs are sometimes very adorable. And always quite delicious. I don't really like seafood that much. Okay, what's up next? Yeah, this is a good one. What job would you be really bad at? All of them. Hosting social events. I've actually been told I'm good at research papers when I was in college, but I hate writing them. Being a professional athlete, hosting social events. Not to say I'm not athletic, but probably being a professional athlete, I feel like I would hate it. Haha, that's very honest. I feel like lots of folks like to believe they could be pro athletes. They watch someone else and say, yeah, I can do that, but it's so much harder than it looks, right? I mean, I'm pretty fit and fast enough to beat most anyone else in the ocean in a race. But nope, there I go again, fooling myself into thinking I could do it. I just don't have the discipline, I'd be terrible too. Okay, how about this? Deep sea diving, coral reef sightseeing, or floating on your back with the sun on your belly. I imagine that's probably the one you like. Deep sea diving is a no-no. As I went over in the previous episode, I do not like the deep ocean. I do not like looking down below me and seeing nothing but the potential of giant monsters in the darkness. So, Subnautica is bad for me, and so is deep sea diving. Coral reef tour? Yes. I'm not back floating in the sun. I agree. Nature's beautiful, I can't get enough of it. And even I have to admit there's a lot to see out there besides the kelp forest. There is in fact a coral reef here in the ocean if you didn't know, worth seeing at least once. Let's see, I want to give you a couple of slightly heavier ones now. Oh no. What's your greatest fear? That I'll never figure out who I am, that there's no point to our lives, no ultimate goal or purpose, that no one I know actually likes me. Probably that one. That I'll never figure out who I am. I mean, I feel like I have a pretty good idea of that. There's no point to our lives. I don't really believe that. That no one actually likes me is probably my greatest fear. Gah, too relatable. No, seriously, I worry about this all the time too, friend. I have control over me, but not how others see me. It's tough, but you know what? It's out of our hands, we have to accept it. Only then can we be free of it. Alright, we're down to the last one. Some people like to say life is a game, you've heard that before, right? So if you could add one rule to the game of life, what would it be? Wow, these are actually super interesting questions and I like them quite a bit. The strong aren't allowed to use their power to oppress the weak, so this is totally going to be something that influences that world I talked about. Everyone has to be honest with each other. No more lies or secret agendas. Lies can sometimes be good, so I don't think that's one. My only rule is that there shouldn't be any rules, and no. So, I think out of these three, the strong aren't allowed to use their power to oppress the weak is probably the one I would go for. Because, I mean, I know this is not going to mean there's going to be no oppression, but... But also the world needs leaders, and... Well, no, because they're using their power to oppress them, so... No, I think using their, they're not allowed to use their power to oppress the weak is probably the best way to go. Because like I said, lies are sometimes required in secrets. And there definitely should be rules. There we go. I like that sentiment, friend. It's never good when only the strongest get to have fun. In nature, the most powerful and fittest animals tend to win out, but there's a balance to it, you know? I don't believe in having a lot of rules, but making sure everyone has their freedom, I can always get behind that. Okay, that's it. That's all the questions I got for you. Don't you feel like we know each other so much better now? Anyway, I hope you've been enjoying your time in the forest so far. I've always loved it here. Sometimes it even feels like it's all I've ever known. I'm sure that can't be, but nothing else sticks in my mind like this place, you know? I know what you mean. I woke up in the cavern not long ago, and I can't remember anything before that. Wow, how mysterious. Thanks for sharing that with me. Oh no. Wait, okay, so I wonder if that means my relationship with this particular character went up, or I just influenced the world that I'm going to create in some way. Now I have anxiety. I wonder if maybe your memories are locked away in your head somewhere, waiting to be found. Maybe I have hidden memories too. That's an exciting thought. Yeah, it is. What's your earliest memory? Let's see. I think the first thing I can remember is the forest. Guess I'm pretty lucky, considering how beautiful it is. Take all the lush vegetation. I bet there's nothing like it anywhere else in the ocean. The kelp's always a lovely sight, swaying gently in the water. Yeah, kelp forests are very beautiful. I loved the kelp forest in Subnautica. And the way the light filters down, turning green and gold as it goes through the leaves. It's enough to bring all sorts of folks to the forest. And believe me, they know how to have a good time. Yep, as much as I love to relax, I can never turn down a good party, and there's no shortage of them here. Huge schools of fish in every color you can imagine, everyone's swimming and dancing and eating their fill. Speaking of which, oh, the food. It's to die for here in the forest. Every kind of soft, crunchy, savory, sweet morsel you could want. Oysters, mussels, snails, crabs, and sea urchins. Yep, I eat a lot of critters around here, and not just because they're so tasty. All the little kelp devourers would eat the whole forest if I wasn't here to keep them in line. It's an important job, but also a simple, relaxing one, and I love doing it. Huh. Seeing as all of these creatures can speak, and seem to have personalities of their own, it would be very, very hard for me to eat them. I understand what he's saying about keeping the balance and everything, because yeah, the kelp forest would probably be destroyed if there wasn't a predator here to eat them, but I couldn't walk up to something that could be like, hey Amar, how's your day? And then just munch him. It might be easy now, but what if things got more difficult? What would you do then? Depends how difficult. I could probably work a little harder than I do now, but in the end, I'm not looking for a tough life, friend. What am I supposed to do if some kind of disaster happens in the forest? I'd probably just hide and wait for it to be over. This is the place you love most. Even if it's hard or scary, don't you want to protect it? Look, I'm not interested in messing with the natural order or getting in anyone's way. I just want to keep on living in this world, even if it's not perfect. Okay, so you're afraid of change. You're kind of happy where you are right now, and you don't really want anything to change. I get it. Can we talk about something else? Looks like I scared him. Sure, fine by me. Tell me more about the kelp forest. Like I said, the kelp forest is the first thing I can remember, and I can't say enough good things about it. So much great food. Yeah, okay, so this is something you've already said. Alright, I have to go now. See you around. Oh wait, before you go, have you ever been out to the Moss Cavern? It's that dark place full of green fuzzy stuff and glowing crystals. There's this thing I saw there once. It was like a big glowing pod or something, and it was taking over the cave with all these vines. And this might sound crazy, but I think I heard something inside it, talking to me. But not out loud, only in my head. Weird, huh? I swam as fast as I could, of course. New fable, growing pains. Anyway, I know if it's still around. I don't know if it's still around, but keep an eye out if you go there. So, see ya. Okay, so fables. So that must be another god, probably the. Let's see. Do we have like a list of potential gods? So there's the eel. There's you. There was one god. I forget what his deal was, like what his focus was, but there was one god that kind of looked like it would be a telepath of sorts. So I assume that's where that god is. Alright, those are the two partying fish we saw, I believe. Or are they back here? No, that leads to the eel kingdom. There's the breakdancing crab. There's the marlin that doesn't like the dolphin. We got anything else hiding around here? Apparently there are, like, things to find in the environment. That must be a zone we... Yeah, this is a wall. Can't go past there. I thought I would just kind of explore a bit, because it does say there's collectibles here. Actually, there might have been some in the house where the god was hanging out, now that I think about it. Yeah, you're the two party fish. But the party's not happening anymore, so you've, like, kind of moved away, I guess. Alright, let's go back in here. You hiding anything from me, friendo? Anything at all? Doesn't seem like there's much going on in here. Alright. Well, as the same with Lost Ember, definitely can't guarantee that we're gonna get every single collectible in this game. So, that's just how it is. It would require too much just, like, rubbing my face on everything. Look at all the little crabs. Hey, crabs. I love how I can just swim through tight spaces like that. It feels cool to do. So that's how we get to the eel kingdom. What in the world is that? Looks like that thing, whatever is down there, I assume a god, is like sucking the life force of the things around it. I mean, that's probably not the case, but, or it might be the case, who knows. Oh, I don't like that. This is what I didn't like in Subnautica, just looking down. I mean, at least I can see the ground here, but also just that. Like, looking out there and, like, anything can come out of there. A giant shark, like, just that void in the distance. That is what gets me. It's one of the only things I'm actually afraid of in video games. And also the music took a turn for the worse. I don't like it. But on the Steam page, this game did say there's no things trying to kill me or anything dangerous or anything like that, so I think I'm good. Doesn't seem like there's really a lot to talk to down here. Oh, some seahorses. Hello. So handsome and such a good dancer. I could do this forever. 6 hours in the pre-dawn dance and I still wish it would never end. Oh, they're in love. What a couple of lovebirds. What about you? Are you a turtle or something? No, you're a crab. Up here, I'm so connected to everything. Whoa, everyone else's experiences are as real as my own. Yeah, it sure is. You sure are right. That is true. Alright, there wasn't anything else over there. We can't really talk to the turtle, so I guess we're going down here. Into this area. That's sort of dark and spooky. Yeah, see, that's the kind of stuff I don't want to see. Right there, look at that. What if that thing is hiding out here somewhere? Like an alive version of this thing. It's like a giant megalodon. No, I'm good. Please don't do that to me, Mythic Ocean. There was something else here, wasn't there? I thought I saw something to talk to, besides this, of course. Oh, it's you two. Who are you? Okay, so I guess the brother's the angry one. You can't get past our barrier, so get lost. Yeah, go away. We told you to leave. Why are you still here? It's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. Yeah, sure, we heard that one before. We know better now. Yeah, why should we believe you? We don't even know you. I don't know who I am. I thought you might be able to help me find some answers. What's that supposed to mean? What kind of answers? I don't know why you thought we'd have any. We're not even from around here. What about that palace you were looking at? Even if you don't know much about this place, I still want to talk. What about that palace you were looking at? Where's that? We don't have to answer your questions. That's right, and we're not going to. I'm not from this place either. I know how this feels. You think that you know how we feel, huh? Well, it's something we have in common, I guess. That's kinda cool, right? Yeah, maybe. Alright, so how do we know we can trust you? We've never even seen you around here before, so we just want to make sure. I just want to be friends and get to know you. Thanks for the offer, but we already have friends here. We don't need any more. Yep, I think we're good. Oh geez, accidentally held down A too long again. Oh, okay, so that must have been the one that was like, oh, you have my word, I won't hurt you. She's like, or he is like, oh great, we have your so-called word. So glad to hear it. Yeah, promises don't really mean anything. People say one thing and then do the other all the time. I'm at your mercy here. You two are clearly way stronger than me. Heh, yeah, I mean, that's probably true. If I were you, I'd be scared of us too. And I guess if you thought you could break our barrier, you'd have tried already. Okay, I guess we can talk for a little bit. Doesn't mean we trust you, though. Yeah, one false move and you're gonna be sorry. Right, so, I'm Ketri, and I'm Esty. You can come closer if you want. Sure. Oh, this is the coral reef, by the way. It's our home, or, well, closest thing we've got to one. So, are you both just living alone here? Yeah, most of the time it's just us. Do you know Amar from the Kelp Forest? They played games with us once, but they didn't play fair. They were a dirty cheater. Breaking all the rules, making up new ones so they could win, stuff like that. Maybe you could ask Amar not to do that again. Hey, good idea. Let's try that. I bet Amar will understand. I don't know how much it'll help, but might as well give it a shot next time. New fable, rebuilding a friendship. Is there even gonna be a next time? I really wish Amar would play with us again. Anyway, where'd you come from, huh? It's been forever since we saw anyone new here. Come on, tell us. I'm from a place far away from here. Well, no, I told Amar I woke up in a cavern not long ago. That's my earliest memory. It's not actually true. I remember the world exploding. But I wonder if I changed my story to I'm from a place far away from here, Amar would get angry that I supposedly lied to him? Or they would get angry that I supposedly lied to him? I'm just gonna go with the story that my earliest memory is waking up in a cavern. Huh? Seriously? So you mean you just forgot everything before that? Yeah, weird. I've never heard of that. I bet you're hiding something from us. You shouldn't lie to people you just met. Oh no. Well, I told Amar the other thing, and I didn't want to... Every decision I make is bad. Well, it's the truth. How about you? Have you always lived here? We used to live in the palace. It was really nice. Probably much nicer than any place you've been to. Why don't you live there anymore? Did you run away? No, we got kicked out. Sorry I asked. Once again, I held down A too quickly. I wish there was a way to stop that. I just gotta like tap the button and be done. Don't worry about it. I don't think we want to talk about it for now though. The dialogue option I went with was if they ran away. Or why don't they live there now or whatever. Actually, I don't remember the dialogue option I went with now. I guess we could look at the... What's the truth? Why don't you live there anymore? Did you run away? Sorry I asked. We don't have to talk about it. Don't worry about it. I don't think we want to talk about it for now, though. That's fine with me. Let's talk about something else, then. Okay, like what? I want to ask you about someone. Like who? Tell me how you feel about Amar. Amar's great. They're one of the only ones who'll play with us. They're nice, and they get lots of great jokes and bring us good food sometimes. They're a cheater, though. You can never trust them to stick to the rules. Yeah, I'd like it better if they played and cheated instead of not playing with us at all, though. I see. Want to talk about something else? Okay, like what? Alright, I have to go. See you around. Later, you two. Got a neat little area here. I still don't like the Megalodon skull. I don't like it one bit. Ah, there's that other character. I was like, there's something else over here. There's also a portal back there I gotta go investigate. Lord Poison. Hello. I wrote a song. Maybe you'd, like to hear it? Sure. Okay, I'm kinda shy about it, so promise you won't tease me. It goes like this. These ashen remains into the distance fade. A pall of long-lost memories. Though bones may break, and the sea may quake, my fury never wavers. Okay, that's it. It's kind of personal, so I'd rather leave it open to interpretation. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Lord Poison. Also, you have a fantastic name. Okay, so there was also something going on here. Yeah, there's a porthole. Hidden in the mouth of the Megalodon. It looks like he'd be a giant eel, too. Lawful Descent, Era 3, Section 1. As I walk among... Okay, so we have Era 1... So this is our first Era 3. As I walk among the people, I see protests and riots like we've never witnessed. The mortals are sharply divided. Those who support the Creator's laws think the world will descend into chaos without them. Those who are opposed believe their rights and freedoms are being ground away and things will only get worse. Creator watches all this in silent deliberation. Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. Some people will like the laws and regulations and some people won't. Alrighty. Oh geez, get these giant teeth away from me. I don't like this thing. Get out of here. I'm scared it's gonna like wake up and murder me. It reminds me of Outer Wilds, a game that I didn't actually LP but did play, going into like an anglerfish skull. Didn't like it. They're creepy, man. Alright, there's the Moss Cavern. We've been to the Eel Kingdom and the Kelp Forest, so... Moss Cavern seems like the next logical area to go to. So wait, if we... I guess that means we found a page in this area, so... It's not actually an item you find on the ground. Really, it's... something... You have to like find an invisible portal, basically? Although you might be able to see it with sonar. Well, that's where the god is over there, I suppose. Oh, is it this little thing? Can't see me. Nothing but a rock here. Talking to a rock, that's what you're doing. Look, I get it, rocks are great listeners, but can you scram? I'm trying to blend in here. Look, I get it, rocks, okay. Later, I guess, octopus. I mean, that's the only thing I can really think of underwater that camouflages. Also, well, don't cuttlefish camouflage too, I believe? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen that Tier Zoo video. Hey, are you good to eat? Lots of things that come to us for our pretty lights are very tasty. Maybe not you, though. Okay, that's dark. I've never eaten before. None of us over here have. Always wondered what it's like. Did you like our pretty lights? It's hard to ignore them, you know. I know. Feel free to come a little closer. Someone bumped into us pretty hard recently. It was a bad one. A bunch of us broke off. Zane, Zara, Zed, never saw him again. So yeah, please don't do that. Sometimes I feel like we just don't get enough credit on the bottom here. It's a lot of work supporting everyone else all day. Huh. I guess the question here is, do you want to break them up or not? Because it seems like the one on top is the only one actually benefiting from this. Zoe up there eats all the time. I've asked her to describe it, but it's not really the same. How come you came to visit us? So... the question is, would they be able to survive by themselves? I'm not sure. But it seems like all these other ones are basically just supporting the one on top. It's a bit of a... you know, I think all of you deserve to eat. But the question is, will you be able to eat, period, if I break you? You ever worry that party will just up and leave because it found a better deal somewhere else? If you like our lights, you should talk to the mouse up top. They'll be happy to meet you. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm very thankful the mouths eat things and the stomachs digest them for me. I just want everyone to have their time to shine, you know? Even if they don't have pretty lights on them. Okay, so it looks like each of them had like 2 dialogue. You ever worry the party will just up and leave? I don't think I'm going to break them up because a lot of them seem pretty happy with that situation, so I'll just leave them like that for now. Why not? Alright, what do we have here? I don't like that music. I don't like that music one bit. Hello! Look at the stars. We're so lucky to get to look at them like this. Aren't they beautiful? Your eyes are weird. I agree. They're very pretty. You can stay here and admire them with us if you want. Starlight, star bright. So mesmerizing. Oh, you both are named the same thing. Does that mean you're like some kind of two-headed creature? Oh, that's what you two were looking at. There's a portal up here. That's neat. So they kind of hinted at that, I suppose. Where's my... there it is. Hello. I'm gonna need that. Oversight. The creator's solution for society's ills is simple. Put laws into place and enforce them vigorously. Plans are made to monitor the mortals more closely and deliver quick, severe punishments for any transgressions. I mentioned this will come at a sacrifice of day-to-day comfort and happiness for the mortals. Creator does not seem to mind. Huh, so... I kind of thought the various eras would be a different story, but it seems like this is like one overarching story, because here they were fighting and waging war because there were no rules, or they had too much technology. Yeah, so then they started enforcing rules which everyone hates. Well, not everyone, but some people hate. That's an interesting take on that. Alright. Well, yeah, our game just saved after that, so I think that is a pretty good spot to go ahead and end this episode off. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Mythic Ocean, and we'll continue our kind of creepy adventure next time. I'll see you then.